Columbus, Ohio. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Checking in with the Gamecocks head coach before the game. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. So Ohio State's headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Hits inside. It's Clark. Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on first down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up second and short.
From the gun, it's Clark. Just smothered on the play.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. They give it to him again. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. The Gamecocks will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that, might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously, some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Now they're starting to feel it. They got a first down at the 44.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum. And this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Holds and fires complete to the right. Open space at the 25. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They're on the board first here in the season opener.
My man, get him the ball, he will do the rest. Catches the football, walks into the end zone. Feed that man the rock.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Got the first down. At midfield, he's got room. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people are trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Throwing Simmons. Holds on, it's Clark. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Got his man. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Here's Simmons to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Touchdown, South Carolina! Middle of the end zone, he's got it! The extra point here would tie the game. and they tacked on the extra point. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Throwing St. Clair. Rushes on. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And how about the true freshman? We've heard about this guy. We heard he's got a chance to be really, really good talking with coaches this week, and he gets his first sack. Listen, guys, I'm a pass rusher. Everybody remembers their first sack.
Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Great awareness that time by the safety. He's obviously spent a lot of time in the film room. The D-line was upfield. It looked like that one might be a big gainer on the running back screen, but did you see how fast the safety came screaming down? He saw that thing coming from a mile away, and he's able to make a big-time stop.
St. Clair from the gun on third down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. They'll try the right side. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. The old horseshoe, Ohio Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Catching up with the South Carolina head coach before the game, bringing his team in on the road against a very good team, ranked in the top 25. They have everything it takes to compete. This is a big matchup that fans are excited to see, but he said we have to execute early and eliminate mistakes at the line of scrimmage. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Gamecocks will kick off first, and here we go. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Davian on the play action. Trying to make magic with his feet. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like a pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Motion from the wideout. St. Clair. Out wide right, it's Jackson. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
How hard is that as a linebacker when you're trying to cover a running back on that angle route who runs routes like that, right? He thought he was going to the flat. He was barreling towards the sideline, trying to knock that ball away, and all of a sudden he gets crossed up, and that's just too easy giving up that first down.
And the Buckeyes come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. To the air, it's St. Clair. Left side is Jackson. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And how about this running back, man? Coming into the game, we knew he would be a focal point of this offense, but through the air, like not on the ground right now. They're finding ways to get him the football out in space to do some damage, and right now, it's all through the air.
Wants to throw one first. Turns up, it's Johnson. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. They had some holes to fill on the roster. They've gone into the portal. They brought in a pretty decent haul. How good do you think this staff feels right now addressing those areas of need, David?
Well, I think you feel really good about bringing in quality depth, experienced depth, but now the trick is to merge it with your other guys and everybody get on the same page, and moving in the same direction.
The coaching staff is so excited, too. They feel like if they can stay healthy, they can take an extra step versus where they were a year ago because of these new bodies they found through the portal.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Run the gun on third down, St. Clair. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Fourth down, St. Clair. Right side, it's Johnson. Punch through, man. He might have some space. They make the stop, and not before. He gets enough to convert on fourth down, and rolling the dice pays off.
And, man, this is exactly what you want as a play caller. You want to get your quarterback settled, give him some bunnies early to make some plays so he's feeling bulletproof. 4 for 4 to start the game. Yes, please. Offensive coordinator Jesse, I'm giving him an A+ so far for checking those boxes.
Well, he's done a good job getting his quarterback prepped for this one, too, because watching this guy throw the ball, he's making quick decisions, and he's throwing the ball with a lot of conviction. You can tell this guy watched a lot of film. He has the answers to the test early in this game.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Rides to the back. And he's in! Touchdown! Buckeye! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Quick give. It's Clark. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Simmons. Between the hashes, it's Hampton. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
Looking for a man. It's Simmons. They'll run the screen. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Throwing Simmons. Out wide right, it's Sellers. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
I'll tell you, when you got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Defense all over it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Zings it complete to the right. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. In the backfield, it's Mills. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
On the move, it's Clark. He's got enough. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. And the Gamecocks in the hurry up. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. They'll run it on first and goal. Knocked down immediately. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Here's Simmons to throw. Looking to the end zone. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking a...
There he goes! And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
They go play action with St. Clair. Turns it upfield. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
On the ground, it's Jackson. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
He rifles one deep to the left. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Second and long here. Straight ahead, it's Jackson. Enough to move the chains. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And that was some way to cap it off with a 42-yard touchdown jaunt. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Under pressure, setting up the screen. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
That's really good eye discipline by the safety. Great job not getting his eyes lost. It looks like pass immediately. He locks in on the running back. He sees the screen develop, fires upfield, pulls the trigger, and makes the tackle.
Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's at the top. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Buckeyes. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Simmons takes a hit as he fires. Just got rid of that one.
Well, man, I mean, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field, nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Simmons. Good job just to get rid of that one.
This quarterback is really struggling in this game with decisions and also accuracy. He's already been picked off multiple times, and that time, that was a bad underthrow. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Touchdown, Buckeye! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Deep in the end zone, it's Mills. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Gonna run it. It's Clark. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Throwing Simmons. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
They put the brakes on it.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Simmons on play action. Unloads to the wideout. Right side, it's Hampton. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Here's Simmons to throw. Look out. And he gets rid of it.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Looking downfield, it's Simmons. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Punt is in the air on 4th down. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. The run inside. It's Jackson. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's lead things off with the Utah State Aggies taking on the number 10 team, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's Utah State with a breathtaking offensive performance today. Really, both teams delivered. How about combining for more than 100 points? A stat-stuffing day for each of those teams. And that's now victory number 1 on the season. Hey, every journey begins with a first step, and this team will bask in the glory of this one for at least 24 hours.
South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Simmons. Oh, pressure's coming. Gets rid of it.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize on getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Simmons. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, another big incompletion on 3rd down now, and if you're the head coach, I wonder if you start thinking about making a change at quarterback because you don't have any points. You haven't been able to find any rhythm in the passing game. You're in the second half now, and you've got to be able to find a spark, and you just wonder if maybe the backup can give that to your offense.
Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Running inside, it's Jackson. All over him immediately.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Tavian St. Clair. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Still looking. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And that is such a gut punch for this defense because you're trailing in the game. You're trying to get off the field. You think you got the quarterback in the backfield for a sack, and he's able to escape scramble and go pick up the first down. That is a killer if you're the defensive coordinator. You've now got to find more ways to get pressure on this guy and get him on the ground.
He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. Just feeds the running back. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6. He now has 91 yards on the day, and the defense has been getting a steady diet of this dude on opening day. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Throwing St. Clair. And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
Man, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Rush right in his face. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed great. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Third and long coming up. On the ground, it's McAllister. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Not a lot of room to make this catch. They drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. Wide receiver going in motion. St. Clair. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Hits inside, it's Croma. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on 3rd down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They didn't get much done the last time they had it and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a loss of 7.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And the Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll ride him again. Pushes his way for a couple and gets it to the 7-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Drops back. It's Overton. Finds his target down the middle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And that's a big throw. That's a big-time throw on 3rd and really long, making a play, not putting the ball in harm's way. But I love what the defense did, man. They understood where the sticks were, and they weren't letting...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Needs it here on 4th down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Drops back on 1st down. Out wide left, it's Sellers. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. From the gun, it's McAllister. Run ends there. Looking to throw, it's Overton. Fires to the wideout. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Looking for space, it's Croma. There he goes, at the 20. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Looking for a man. It's Overton. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Goes high to pull it in. Finds some room. The 10. Touchdown Gamecocks. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. The 18 unit on the field. And it's no good. He missed the extra point. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Tavian St. Clair throws to the wideout. It's complete. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Croma. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
The defensive line just is not physical enough against the run. Too many guys getting pushed around, too many guys not playing with great gap integrity, and the linebackers aren't able to fill. That's been a problem when trying to stop this running game.
Touchdown Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, they were able to come out here week 1 and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Might as well give it to him again. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Overton. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Yeah, and this offense has struggled all day. And how about the protection up front? You got to protect your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. And his 2nd sack of the day. Nice. A lot more passing situations coming with this team down big.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Quick pass to the left. It's a fumble. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
Yeah, you can definitely catch a break there with that ball bouncing out of bounds. 3rd down, trying to make a play, trying to get the first down, but Palmer, ball security is job security.
Especially against this defense, David, because we know they take pride in creating turnovers, and they practice this throughout the week. They're running the football, getting hats on it. You see guys constantly swatting away. This offense very lucky that that was not a turnover.
Snapped on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a catch. Converts on 4th down. Is still on his feet. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Left side is Tuggle, and they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Overton. They're all over him. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Tight end now in motion. He wants to throw it again. Finds a man in the middle. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Gamecocks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Rush is on. And down he goes.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.
Wants to go up top on second down. He wants to take the top off. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over, and maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
The Gamecocks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. A designed run for the quarterback. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. They were all over it. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Back to throw, it's Overton. He's got it in the end zone for the conversion. At this point, you're probably just working on your 2-point plays.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot, you can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time, but we are close to being all she wrote.